Would you sign this for me?
Yeah.
Before we go? Oh.
Yeah, all right.
I know him well. Harvard is lucky to get him.
So Ari on Instagram asked, what is the most underrated quality for a Supreme Court justice to possess?
I think being smart helps.
They're excellent.
The ability genuinely to listen with an open mind. It's underrated, not just I hear you, but processing exactly what the person is telling you.
I think that's the same probably in any group of people who are trying to reach a difficult decision.
Which is the second quality, humility. Not just listening, being generous and modest about the possibility that you may be wrong and that you can learn something from someone else.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So Yandi asks, what was the best part about being a Supreme Court judge?
Sense of accomplishment. For example, I had one case I was very pleased with. I don't think anybody noticed it, but it took 2 years because it was a computer-based case, and I had to know Java. I had to learn the Java, but I thought Java was an island somewhere. I actually had to learn it, and then we had to figure out how the copyright applied. I was very pleased with myself. Nobody else was, but nonetheless, I was pretty. And I think that's it. You have a feeling you've accomplished something, your best, for the people who have brought the case and others like them.
When did the two of you first meet? How did you become acquainted with one another?
Probably an exchange between our court and your court. We used to have exchanges every year or two.
Yeah, I think it was the Yale Global Constitution.
Oh, the Yale Global Constitution. Well, Yale puts that on every year. They bring judges from different countries.
So we met then.
What is the biggest misconception about the Supreme Court and how it operates?
Biggest is that they think it's all political. Of course it is not. I have 40 years a judge. Look, people have different approaches to very difficult questions. Some place more emphasis on text. Some place more emphasis on purpose. Where you put your emphasis and so forth can make a difference. Now that's differences in philosophy. That isn't differences in politics. Look, I was from San Francisco. I was born there. And I've lived in Boston. And I go to Washington. And suddenly I think, why doesn't everybody agree with me all the time, who's so reasonable? And then I act more maturely, and I think it's a very big country. There are 330 million people. They all think something different. It's not so terrible having judges on a court where they have different approaches, different philosophies.
If you're talking about capital P politics, partisan politics, there's no doubt that each political party will appoint judges it thinks are going to advance its own views. You elect governments, you elect the people who appoint the judges, the ambassadors, the public servants. But I think the risk is that people see Republican judges and Democratic judges, and that's unfortunate because most judges, once they're appointed, then take the position seriously enough to say that may be what I was, that isn't who I am now. But when they don't see it frequently, especially on the higher courts, then they think this is just another political institution.
Very good.